Yay. Three months already.
Hello. How goes it? How are we? Hi. Good to see you. Thanks for coming. I've been away a little bit. I was gone on Wednesday. Wasn't my normal stream day. I was gone on Thursday. Because I was at Holy's 5th birthday party. Oh no stamps. However will the mods cope? No, there's stamps. Oh. Wait, I saw some coming in. They were definitely stamps. Oh, they were from subs. My bad. I can turn them on. My bad. Let me see what we got here. Hold on. Jane, thank you very much for the 2 months. Pond for the 32 months. Nan for the 4 months. Monet Lisa, thank you for the 3 months. Amandalyn for the 23 months. And some Bruno is owned. Thank you for the bits. Let me go ahead and turn that on for you guys. How have you been? What have you been up to? It is, I think... Oh, that's me. It's Friday. We did it. You got to the weekend. Congratulations. Plans for said weekend. And there you go. It's live. You can now redeem it. You're good to go. Stamps are coming in. Saw Project Hail Mary. I was one of the reasons why I didn't stream on Wednesday, which I would have done in lieu of not streaming on Thursday, is that I watched Project Hail Mary again just to really lock it in. Very good movie. Can I get a number between 1 and 5? Finished the Realm rewatch. Yeah. Oh, I said 5. I've only got 2. Somebody said 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I just rounded. There you go. Strawberry. I had to memorize it to lock it in. Yeah, I'm aware that it's been a year since my involvement with the Realm came to an end. It was a pretty traumatic experience, just seeing everybody rehash that back up again. But great, lovely. Look where we are now. So yesterday I went to Holy's 5th birthday party, and they brought out a new product. I never watched The Realm. What was it? It's an SMP ran by my friend Toby. And he did a good job. Good job, him. Along with all the other admins and workers that were on it. Strawberry and kiwi, by the way. Goated flavor. It's a shame that I have it in packet form because I have it in tub form as well. But frankly, I actually kind of like the packets because they're like easily measurable. Are you ready for this? They released a new product. I want to know your guys' thoughts, your genuine, honest thoughts. To an extent, right? I'm partnered with these guys. I'm their ambassador. So if you want to take what I say with a pinch of salt, feel free. But I am going to give my honest opinions over what I'm about to show you. I've not seen anything like this before. I'm eager to hear what you guys think. It's a water bottle, I know. But it's more. There's something else going on here. I don't know if you guys can tell. And any initial thoughts on what might be going on here? Because this is brand new first impressions. What's happening? Filter, not quite. Flavored, it's yellow. It is yellow. Powder in the thing. Not powder. Syrup. So here's the thing. I'm going to show you. You open this up, right? There's this little dial here, and it's got 5 levels, and the level you set it to lets out more of the syrup that's in this container. And then when you drink from it, how easy to clean? Credit where credit's due, incredibly easy. It's all dishwasher friendly, and also because the syrup, so like so this is easier to clean than the actual normal bottles because the syrup never enters where the water is. So this is just all water all the time. And then I have it on like 1 or 2, but you can go to 5, which is incredibly strong. Probably too strong for me. I'm going to show you the insides of it. If you're wanting like insane flavor bursts, then go for it. This thing is very engineered. Like I have been studying it for a while. I don't know how they've done this, which is a testament to the thought that's been put into it. They've been developing this for 4 years. This whole thing comes apart. You can turn that don't have to even worry about that. It's just water. You turn this and it all comes apart. I love this part of science, guys. You know how they used to do with pens? And then when you don't want this flavor anymore, which I have apple in here currently, you just swap it out. How does the syrup not go into the water? There's 2 different systems in place. And they combine together in this. So, like, there's a lot of convenience to it. If you don't want to shake something up on the go. So, like, can you use it with any syrup? Well, like, they have these particular capsules, which I haven't got the pricing down for how long these last. I'm going to do some math for you guys eventually. They're working on the US, and maybe we'll get to the US eventually. I can't say for certain, who knows. But if I was them, I would be working on selling to the US. So you know how I like... I go through these quite quickly, right? Strawberry milk would go crazy. If this was a milkshake, this would be crazy. That would be a nightmare to clean, but it would be cool. I go through these quite quickly. I can imagine if I took this out, or like one of the bottles, then it's like, I've used up my nice drink, and I'd have to carry like other sachets around with me if I wanted to fill it up at like a water fountain or something. But I'm pretty certain this lasts way, way longer. So I think the idea being is that you only have to keep filling this up with water, which you can get from anywhere. And then you're just good to go. So thoughts, would you get this? Be honest. Genuinely in fact, we're going to poll it. Hold on. Thoughts out of 5 would you get? 1, no thank you. 3, maybe, depending on price. 5, absolutely, this is sick. Likely yes. I'm skeptical. Okay. I've not said those in order. I mean, it's doing what it aims to do, which is to get you to drink more water. Like, it does do that. So, you know. If it was Orange Juice TV branded, if this bit was white and this bit was orange, that would actually be kind of sick. It's kind of like squash. Yeah. Like, it's modeled around that same concept of concentrated syrup into water. I have a wallet that's very similar already, so probably not. Fair. Depending on price. All right. I don't know how much it's going to cost. Would that count towards the free merch? Yes, Moonlit, that would count towards the free merch. Well, I'll look into it. For the time being, I'm going to work on this, though. Visually, I think this is more catching for stream. I tend to use that when I'm not live. Don't quote me on this, but I think the range is for a bottle.
I don't remember resub, but I have an interview today and I need some good luck and encouragement. If all goes well, I will eventually work in the hotel.
Good luck. I hope it goes well. Heard Loki just use it as a bottle. You could also just do that. Has just come up. Thank you for the 100 bits. Mysterious Ducky, thank you for the 5 months. Doodly, thank you for the 5 months. Iris for the 100. Cosmic for the 5 months as well. So it depends on how long the syrup lasts for me, because if I only did a few bottles, then it only lasts me a few days. This is fair. I genuinely just need to run the numbers for you guys and just use it for a week and then tell you when it runs out. What's the poll for? This new product by Holy. They've been working on this for a long time. It genuinely has put a lot of love and thought into it. And, you know, it's cool. I've not seen anything like this before. I thought there was a lull. No, you're good. Don't worry. It's a chat. You're allowed to talk. Yeah. Not to be negative, if it was squash, I'd understand, but it doesn't mix. It is essentially squash. Like just because this is another August. This is turning into another August thing. Just because it doesn't mix doesn't mean it's mixing in the head of this. When it comes out, it's one. How does it not taste like Millionaire Shortcake? Do you think when I say syrup, I'm talking about like golden syrup or like maple syrup? Because I'm talking about like a high concentrated version of the powder. Why would it taste like Millionaire Shortcake? I think, I didn't get any exact figures, but I think for the bottle and 10 every single one of these flavors, I think it's around 40 to 50. Which is, I think, around, I don't know how much the starting thing is. When you taste the layers in the drink. Oh, I see, like Millionaire Shortbread. I see what you're saying now. And then I think, obviously, once you've got the bottle, the bottles are cheaper. Like, obviously, a lot cheaper than that. So I think the buy-in is the bottle. That's what I'm suspecting a lot of people are going to be put off by. It's like, if you want it, you've got to get the bottle. Like, I would recommend, if you weren't certain, you could just get a pod and mix it with water and see how you like the taste. I mean, it tastes like Holy. So if you like the flavor of Holy, then you're in for a treat anyway. Anyway, jumping in. Boop. It's not going to be launched until July, I think. So we got a long way to go before then. Lots of time for me to run some tests for you guys and see how quickly it runs out. Okay. I have a surprise for you, sort of. Pokemon! Perfect timing. We're literally about to start. After 14 minutes of yapping. Thank you for the raid, Pokemon. What were you up to? I think I saw just as I was going live that you were on Tomodachi Live. Okay, single player. So, I have been AFK on my world. Tomodachi, how's it going? It looks like a really fun game. It feels like 1.20.1. Don't say that. You genuinely just gave me a mini heart attack. Don't do that. I did not load into my world on an old version. I have been AFK for pretty much the whole day. Which not only means that the iron farm is going to be ripe for the picking, but also I have moved almost everything through the storage. Through the storage train. And they are going away. They're working on it. Let me go and show you one sec. Oh, whoops. So this is my little sorting tree that I have. Oh wow. Oh sick. Okay, cool. Oh whoa. Oh whoa, sick. Okay, good. They've been working. They've been hard at work. Lovely. How's it looking in here? Good. Now, the big question is, where have we reached in terms of product? Like blocks. Let's have a little look this way. And I feel it wouldn't do it for me, but I think I'd remember to check the website. Yeah, fair. Okay, we're here. So does that mean it comes this way? No? Okay, so we've perfectly reached the edge of over here. Oops. These are all full. Why is he frozen? Oh, okay. That he had to really think about that. This is from the Project Hail Mary playlist, which is why it's in, because I'm obsessed with it. Are you good, buddy? Why can you not? Okay, and then up there. Oh no, he's stuck. Unless, is he just putting it in here every time? Hold on. No, he's not. He's not. If I remove this, does he change his mind? Oh, buddy, you're kind of holding up the line a little. Can you see up there now? What's wrong? Oh, it's a full block. He can't open it. Oh, man, I'm so sorry. There we go. There we go. Poor guy. Oh, he's got a long road ahead of him. You got to catch up now. You've been holding up the whole line up here. So, I know that we said that we were going to, like, take a think about what these chests are going to look like. But I kind of just got carried away and went... While I was AFKing, I just went through and broke all of the things. And then I did it over here as well. And I did it over here as well. And I did it a little bit over here as well. This used to be a lot bigger. And I have a feeling I'm going to continue doing this. So that today we're going to be like setting everything through. And then I guess it's going to become a matter of like, I don't know. What we have to figure out where everything should go. Like actually sort it out. That maybe today, that was my intention. But the longer I think about it, the more I'm thinking actually we might do that a different day and do something different today. Boop. I watched Hail Mary on Wednesday. I love the use of silence in the film score. Most composers try to fill the music, more money, but by having spaces by just... Well, yeah, also, like, I really liked the moments when the camera was in... suspended in space, and it was completely silent, because of course it would be. I really liked that touch of, like you say, just having it be completely silent rather than finger up with like, hearing like, everything that's happening. All right, let's remove that. Okay, let's take these over. Sorry, it got all a bit distracting, everything that was happening. What are you guys up to this weekend? What does your Saturday look like? Space is cool. Space is so cool. It goes here, here. Fifth mints. Excuse me? We'll come again. What? Watching Decade. Oh, yeah. Of course. I got the complete lowdown of Decade and Decrepit directly from 4C about 3 or 4 nights ago. It was a really honorable experience. Because I was like, I've been so busy with Bannerful. My first thing, oh, your 5th mints. I see. I've been so out of the loop that I was like, what is happening, man? Like, I saw that you were on a beach at one point, but I don't fully know what was like going on. That says 50, Owen, not 5th. I know. I misspoke. I understand. I'm sorry. It was pretty sick. It was cool to hear. He boosted up his VODs and he showed me a bunch of stuff. I was like, dang, you really be out here doing all kinds of stuff. I think Decayed and Decrepit looks like a really good series. I think they did a great job managing it. I think the session concept works really well for what is a good format. I don't know how much longer it's got left, but
many months. More than 3 at least.
More than 3.
Anyway, been a bit hee chat. Owen, how you doing? Plans for my weekend contain catching stray dogs to poke them, aka helping with a vacation private 7 a.m. LOL.
Vaccination, I assume, not vacation. 10,638 months. This week is the last week. Aiming to climb both days. Man, I miss climbing. I need to do more. I just too busy, you know. Excuses. I think, in my opinion, that is going to end soon because there's only like 8 POVs left. Apparently, this is the last session. How's the instrument? Forgot the name. Harp lute thing. It's a lute. It's a lute. Quit it. It's a lute. It's making its way over here. Great. This is a bit at this point. Yeah, I don't know if I should say this, I'll be honest. I don't know if I'm tipping my hand a little too far. But yeah, it's going... Oh, how is it going? Actually well today. I took the time to... Hold on, I'm just going to do this. I took the time to properly get... toss a coin to your Witcher, like the... Like getting that down well enough to be able to do it confidently. And then so on and so forth. So yeah, it's going well. Today was a good day. I forget that you're not asking because you care. You're asking because you want to keep me accountable, and that is valid. Yeah, what was I saying was I don't know really if I should share this, but now you got to learn green sleeves. Is that a bit? I know you said slash silly, but what? I occasionally, as like a thought experiment, I write up pitches and like playthroughs of how I would do certain SMPs with POW. And we had sitting in the vault a zombie apocalypse SMP written out, like the mechanics, that sort of thing. It is now being vaulted permanently because I think Decayed and Decrepit did a good job, so good that I was like, we don't need to do this now. Like this is a done thing. Prior to Decayed and Decrepit, I hadn't seen any zombie media in Minecraft where I was like, that feels like a good representation of how I would go about doing it. Like a good representation of the media, the genre, the mechanics work well. So that's not happening. I took a lot of the concepts of that SMP and as a force to myself, like like almost to prove to myself that the ideas would work, I rehashed it into a different genre. And I'm actually more happy with the second thing that I made than the first thing. Not to say that the zombie apocalypse thing isn't cool, it is. But I think the thing that I made second, I was like, I think this speaks more to POW than what I was originally planning. Steal and Twist? No. It was my idea to, like, I only took my ideas. I haven't even watched Decayed and Decrepit. And that's not to say that they took our ideas because it, like, every genre is possible in Minecraft. No one owns ownership over any specific thing. But I do think that we all have, like, a polite agreement that if somebody did, like, a Rats SMP, one of my friends did something that was, like, Rats SMP related, I'd be a bit like, that's a little on the nose. And so in the same way, I would want to, like, give the same courtesy to the Decayed and Decrepit owners, cast, etc., to not then be like, and now our one as well. Ours also. It is a wide genre. It's a very broad genre. So I wouldn't be surprised if there were more zombie apocalypse stuff in, like, over the next few years. But it looks like it went very well, and Forsey speaks very positively of it. So that's all I can ask for, you know? That's all you can really want from an SMP, is that just people had a good time. I was in possibly the best English class ever, but not the email one. We were doing Shakespeare or something, but I compared one of the guys to Jester Owen, and that man got so excited. Good. Yeah, Jester Owen is based loosely around a lot of the like Jester archetypes of Shakespearean plays. Nothing concretely, but enough that I can see how that would work. Sorry, I'm just yapping to you all and not actually working on anything. Mainly because I think, because they're being productive, I feel like I'm being productive. Yeah, good old Puck. Good job, guys. Keep it going. You're doing great. So, I want to say quickly... And this is slash Jen. I'm being slash Ernest right now. I do really appreciate that you guys have stuck around, those that have, for a lot of different parts of this hardcore world. I think, you know what, we're gonna, hold on. Don't worry, it's not too sad. I know I'm putting Wonder Stop on. They should really make a game out of this soundtrack. This world has come a long way. I've gone back and forth on a lot of different pieces of it. And I'm done. No. And I think I'm quitting. That was a joke. There are a lot of different pieces of this world that are not really finished. The railway system. That looks so stupid over there. The railway system. The insides of the channel hopper. This weird monstrosity over here. The boiler room not being finished. Probably add to that the like front and back of the train aren't going to be done now. Technically, the insides of this ain't finished. That's just a floating farm over there. It takes me a long time to do pretty much anything in hardcore. We're rounding up to, I want to say 2 years. Are we over 2 years or under? I want to say under. 2 years this summer. And I have only got, where is it? 1,509 days in this. And that was a lot less at the beginning of today because I AFK'd. If you get three for every hour, and I AFK'd for 5 hours. Okay, it wasn't that much low. It was only like 1480 or whatever. But under started at the subathon. Yes, true. So it's under 2 years. There's a lot that I've promised. The Seco system isn't done. This is finished, but it could do a bit of work. There's like the bloomin' the corn farm over there. Finny, thank you for the 5 months. And I just want to thank you for your patience. I know it takes me a really long time. And I know that if I was like a more efficient streamer, this probably would have been done a lot quicker. But it does mean a lot to me that you've stuck around and you still seem to like the world. I like the world. And watching Project Hail Mary again, I've got such huge things planned. And there's a part of this world that I haven't seen and you haven't seen that's going to be so cool when it happens. But I can't tell you what it is. But we've got the Aegis to do. We've got the End project to do, which is going to be, it's going to be so good. And I feel like I'm getting there, but also... And you know what? I've always said that Yaziwoo has been by our side the whole time. Shout out Yaziwoo. There from the beginning. Welcome to the stream. Good to have you. What's the quote from the barber shop? Well, I think Jennifer Lopez said it best, which is that once you have a lot of success, you become a target in many ways. And she has said that. But that's not the point of today. No, what a horrid first impression. This is the best first impression you could have made. There's a lot of really cool stuff. And I think that this is a step in the direction of that being neat and tidy. I know that we're chomping at the bit to get to the Aegis, which is northwards of here. We get to travel north. We get to load in some new chunks. Part of the reason also why I'm doing this, taking so long, is that the longer I take, the more updates we get. The sulfur caves are going to be north because everything else has been explored. So if we want to find a sulfur cave, it's that way. So I might, hold off for a little bit longer. But yeah, I'm excited to do more, and I hope that it happens. And I just trust me that I'm on it. I'm so on it. With that being said, do we want to figure out the layout of the chest system, or do we want to do a monotonous task that's more visual, like pulling all the basalt round the edges of the beach? So this kind of gray sand type texture goes across everything, or something else. So we're going to poll for that now. Which one? And there's 4 options. Sorting system. Beach. Something else, not those 2. I don't mind. Okay, we'll give you 3 minutes on that. Also, 988, they love the stream, and they love you guys as well. We can collect the dripstone and sugarcane. They were asking my agency, which were then asking me, if I had the results for the polls that we ran. 988 was the support line that I did a charity stream for early in the morning. But I never showed them on screen. So, does anyone remember what we polled and what the outcome was? I'm really kind of just I think the general consensus from all of us is going to be, I don't know, man. What do you want from me? I can't remember that far back. Absolutely not. No, yeah, absolutely not. No, not the prediction, the polls. I think one of them was, where are you based? Or have you heard of 988? Yeah, hearing about 988. So you know what? What were the best? Okay, let's do this. First off, you guys have voted for I don't mind, but a lot of you have voted for beach as well. So we're going to do the beach. I'm going to end the poll, and we're going to faux do a poll right now. Had you heard of 988 prior to me? Yes, no. We're going to do yes, US based. No, US based.
I was gonna say,
yes,
I personally
worldwide.
trust you to do this well.
No, worldwide.
You're passionate for the world, and that alone makes my personal dedication possible.
Thank you.
It's trust that you will take care of it, and we will get to see that passion in all of your work.
Yes, I hope so.
I'm happy to be here for the long run. Thumbs up.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Okay, I'm gonna take this is prior to the stream, prior to my stream that I did about 988. So don't answer it being like, oh yeah, I've heard of them, because you spoke about it. Okay, you guys want amazing. You guys want the beach to look better. That was surprising that I took damage from that, really. So we're gonna do that. And I think an easy way to do that is just to check out, what is this made out of? It looks like we're working with tough and just regular basalt, I think this is. It's just normal basalt. It's just normal basalt. And then we blend it into stone and gravel. Stone and gravel. And I might try a bit of grey concrete powder in here as well. I think that would be nice. I kind of want to...
your LVODs yesterday, not even knowing it was the 1-year anniversary.
I'm so sorry. I hope you enjoyed. So I think what I want to give this the impression of is that it's soft. It's not stone. These aren't gravelly beaches. They're gonna have... It's gonna be... if you stood on it, it would be soft. Like grey sand, almost. So I think a lot of concrete powder would do well there. To give it that, softness impression. I'm going to take this. And all of these. Maybe like pale moss. We do have pale moss in there, so that would work nicely. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, now, do I have this in my base storage, or has it been absorbed into the massive train? Who knows? Let's find out. So I think we have some concrete, light gray wool. Not really what I'm after. Gravel would go well. If we mix the gravel with some sand, then 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, cool. Maybe concrete powder with a slight gradient of gravel so that it creates a wet wave effect. That would be cool. Even the caption say gravel. That's because I said gravel. They're here. They're here. I accidentally put my food in the thing and now I have no food. Oh, wait, there's some food in here. Hey, how's it going? Odds on I make like a little receptor. Wait, we just need to create a unit of the train, which is just a super smelter. And it will like sit in front of the other train. Working on that art. Hey, nice. Lucid Black. Thank you for the 3 months. Didn't even try, did I? All right, let's cook this up. Today's the first official test of the public release for the Bannerful plugin, which is exciting. That's bang on at 10. So I have a hard cutoff today of 2.5 hours in the future. Let's mix this with this. No. Yep, that. And then we do light gray. Let's do like normal gray and then also light gray. And then what we'll do is we'll have gray concrete here and then light gray concrete powder here. That's not even going to be close to enough. We're not even in the right ballpark of enough. Enough is like an unknown concept to the amount of gravel that we have right now. Does that mean stream ends at 9? No. It ends at like just before 10. I think that we had some bone blocks this way. Look at this. It's already working out. It's already helping us out. There you go. There. Sick. So if I take this, I do this, and I do that. Then if we sleep the night away. And 4 hours normally, no. 3.5 hours, yeah. That's what we're doing today. Okay. Let's get some squid. I'm like those... I'm like those birds that... Come back here! Back here! Oh my gosh, they're fast. I forgot how fast they were. Oh, whoa. What was that? Oh. Whoa! Whoa! Come on. No whammy, no whammy, no whammy, no whammy, no whammy. No, nothing. I'm like those fish. No. Bird. Albatross. How much? Okay, we need more. Oh, you really lost me there. Oh, you don't know about the birds? What, you don't know about the birds? Hup. Bro's just saying words. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm not even gonna try and defend myself. I'm just spouting nonsense. Boop. I feel like I've gotten a lot better at hot swapping recently, which I need to be careful not to say too loudly, or the fates will hear me. Who here has been catching Luan's streams of what? It's sand. How is that not enough? Sandstone, light gray shulker box. Oh yeah, I have to right click this. Luan's Tomodachi stuff. It's crazy how accurate that game is. It's like kind of scary. Like the fact that Gracie immediately fell for Shan upon seeing them. How do you can't even like, Luann couldn't have even done that if she'd tried. It's up on my other monitor right now. They've added so many more bits since the last version. You mean the last game that they made like 10 years ago? I hope so. Did you see what I sent in Backrooms last night? I don't think so. And by I don't think so, I mean definitely not, because otherwise I would know what you're saying. What happened? Did you make a Tomodachi Life thing? It's making me want to get the game. Well, that is the power of it. I haven't. Oh, I see. Okay. You want to talk about something else? One of my friends says, oh, I see. I'll take a look. It's a gathering of Owen's Juice TV mega fans. That's crazy. That's the game saying that, not me. Do I have any more gravel? I do. And I need some just normal smooth, like some normal stone. When's the next SMP? Not soon. Not soon. Ow. We got a ways to go. Like, we haven't even entered the development cycle yet. Right, let's take this. I know. It's big sad. It's big sad. But we got to get the Bannerful public release plugin out. That's got to come first. What's the development cycle? Like me making the thing and Appo making the map. Right, so what Enderman did this then? And where have they taken it from? The jerks. I think if we do like a coat of stone. What points do you both start working on it? How much do you communicate what you're making? We communicate pretty much everything. We'll make something and then check in. And then the other one will be like, I wasn't really thinking that. Or, yeah, that looks great. A good way to do this as well that we're doing right now is that thunderstorm. We're technically next to all, well, not even technically, we're literally next to the train. So it's sorting itself while we're doing this, which is nice. You're not wearing your chest plate? Thank you. That's 1 point to you. Neptune's on 2 points.
Three, two, one. Thunder.
No, it's not really when you're doing it in the middle of a thunderstorm. Nearly. Well, yeah, nearly, I guess. Nearly. The train clicky sounds. Yeah, it's going crazy right now. They're all going wild. Look at them all in there, safely from the rain. Isn't it nice that they get to live there? Okay, that was close, that one. I'm not happy with that. We need to sleep before it gets too dark. Me and my stone comfort friend next to me. Who I betray! Oh, I didn't see that coming in the second act. Yeah. Throwing bricks once again. I know a stone comfort friend. Very true. I would die for Rocky. Right. Well, this looks appropriately dreadful. Let's get some of the... Get some of this in. It's nice because this is literally the texture of sand. I like the idea that there were some like springs here. The waves were coming in a lot harder before this railway was made. And this particular type of sand, much like cement, when it touches water, it creates these like rings and it turns into basalt. I've fallen in and And so that's why it's like on the higher up on the banks, it's drier and thus doesn't do that. But it can only be salt water. There's something about the salt that calcifies it. Because if it was rainwater, then it would just, all of it would harden. So let's have it be like more over here. Just watched Project Hail Mary yesterday and it was so good. So many new vocal stems. It's full of vocal stems. It's a good one for vocal stems. I watched it with Javuk and Iris. Javuk was on the fence about it. I won't say for what reasons, but I thought he was going to come out being like, best movie ever, best movie ever. And he was like, okay, I can't decide if I love it or hate it. And I was like, what? That's possible? What do you mean? It's the best movie ever. Maybe I'd hyped it up too much. I should get a letterbox account. Every white man ever. You know what I think people want to hear right now? It's my opinion on movies. Here, let me make an account specifically for that. If there's anything that this party is missing, it's my thoughts on Inception. Somebody bring up my letterbox account on the big screen, please. I'll Google cast it, don't worry. I cried a lot. But my expectation was subverted so hard, it was hard to stomach at first. Yes, this is fair. This is good. This looks right. So I'm scared they will be really disappointed. Don't worry. It's not on you. They won't. And if they are, then their opinion's wrong. And that's okay. And also, you need to get better friends. There's one more sand. I think that's everything. Nothing else. Well done. Beach done. Good job. I'm watching two chemists doing this. Oh yeah, the centrifuge situation. Well, like I was watching John Green, Hank Green. I forget which one. That makes me a dreadful person. Talk about the mistakes of the movie, like the science mistakes. I think the centrifuge thing, like, yeah, you could argue, and it'd be very easy to argue that it's an unbalanced centrifuge. But in the way that Mr. Green put it, like, it could also be a self-balancing centrifuge. That those exist, and it very easily could be. Right. I did not see those there. Hey guys. Yo, what's good? Hey, don't shoot each other. Hey, wait. No. Hey, cut it out. You're gonna kill the horses and I need those. Oh. This just in. The ecosystem is toxic. Bunch of horses fell in. I mean, cows.
Hank Green talked about it in a video, but they also both talked about it on their joint podcast.
Oh, there you go then. Hank Green is what I meant, not John Green. So the ecosystem is toxic because a bunch of cows fell in and it stripped the flesh off them, but also didn't kill them. I don't know. That's bad. That doesn't exist. That's not canon. Ew, gross. Anyway, what was I saying? Good movie. Hey, do you guys want to hear my thoughts on Inception? Okay, that's fine. Let's have this be more this way. On what? Inception, the movie. It was a joke. This is not a funny joke. Never heard of it? I can't be that guy. I mustn't be that guy. You should watch it. You owe it to yourself to watch it. It's an incredible movie. I'll say it. You have to watch it. You legally have to watch it. Watch it. Stop watching this stream and go and get it and watch it and then come back. I have so many things to watch. No, you don't. You have one thing to watch and it's Inception. Leave me on in the background. The yellow is tricking me into thinking you missed some sand. I should remove that, in fairness. In Fortnite. In for... That upsets me. I'll admit that is upsetting. Wait, what is this? What? Oh, of course. Yeah, that makes sense. Hey guys, guess what I rendered today? Any actual genuine guesses? Day 11, part 1. I have made crazy progress over the past few days when I have not been live, because I can do 2 renders in a single day if I'm quick with it. The 2025 subathon fit, including all of my ugly crying, is ready to watch soon on the Owen GCV VODs channel. While I was at the cinema, while I was running errands in town. There's Prime Bagheera content in there. There's all kinds of goodness. There's me walking around Sheffield with Toby and being like, please don't role play while we're in the Uber, Toby, please, and him ignoring me. Let's make a little bit. I think a little bit more dithering is probably a good idea. I beg to dither. Me when I really want to dither. Okay, so there's that. I'm thinking of stretching this out across here. I think it looks nicer if I do this, rather than it being like a singular patch here. Cut this out. I like the gradient, right? Yeah, it looks like a soft, light sand. And that's what I'm after. So I think we're doing well. There we go. It looks uncomfy. Great. Yeah. Oh, I've decided... I may have mentioned this. We're going to Greece. Luann and I on our honeymoon in the middle of May. We have not gone on a honeymoon yet since we got married, and that is atrocious, really. It's poor performance on my part. Got to do it at least before the year's out, and post TwitchCon stuff just gets way too busy. So we're locking in, going to Athens. I don't know if any of you guys are from Greece. I don't know if you've ever been to Greece. I will happily take any and all suggestions. Odysseus' castle. Is that a real thing? That can't be a real thing. That is still around. That'd be crazy. Alright, why are you angry? No, he lives in Ithaca. It's not in Athens. Yeah, okay, no, fair enough. Yeah, okay. You were going to say Arizona, and then I would actually left to briefly go leave a voice note to someone. Yep, I'm going to your friend's house in Arizona. We're on our way there now. Cool archaeology. I kind of want to go to one of the islands. I want to go to the Ithaca. I hardly know her. Hey. Hey, thanks. That can't be that. See, thanks, Cam. That was it. We've peaked. That's the stream. What? You rascal. You little rascal. I'll take you from here. My mouse, my hands are up and you're like moving it. I don't like that you were on that quickly, Dally. I don't like that you were waiting on that. Okay, a little bit of this here. Honestly, yeah, just yeah. I think maybe a little bit more stone. And then I now have cream of ice. Oh, I hadn't considered that I don't like that. But now that you've said it, I don't. Oh, wait, clay. That would be a pretty nice thing to add, I think. It might be a little too blue. I think it's too... Ugh! Never mind. It is far too not neutral. It's practically aggressive. Hostile. We're working with warmer tones here because of the gravel, and throwing in clay would just... Nah. I'm tempted to actually bring the dirt down here a little. Hold on. There's an ancient city in Athens, I think, with a cool museum. Yes, I believe it's called the Acropolis. The Acropolis. Sorry, I'm butchering it. I know. Acropolis Museum. Acropolis. Yeah, that. Yeah, that. Play near the water to maybe imply water got in but didn't pass. Could work, could work. There's a museum of it. So maybe there? Acropolis. Acropolis. Oh. Oh. Thank you. Okay, cool. I think that's better. Let's take to the skies. Like that one Owl City song. One of these days we should just listen to Owl City. Just a bunch of Owl City. After your stream on Slay the Spire, I got the game. I feared it's taking me prisoner. Good, good, good. It's full good. It's a really good game. Okay, so... yeah, we're just going to continue this, which means we're going to need more gravel. What's the best place to get gravel? I think it's right here. Imagine there was like a singular block that was sticking out of the water. Imagine. Just imagine for a second. That'd be crazy. There's suspicious gravel. Why do you know that? I thought that was coal then. You said it. I believe me. I don't feel like I would lie. Oops. Oops. So I went to this holy party yesterday, their birthday party in Manchester, and I walk in and I know nobody except for one guy who I always see at like any event that ever happens. His name is Behaving Beardly, I believe. Very lovely guy. Very nice to see him whenever I do. He plays like a lot of Sea of Thieves. And so I walk in, I know nobody there. But as I walk in and I take my coat off and hang it on the back of a chair, this lady is like, hi, hello. And I'm like, oh, hi. And she leans in and she's like, are you Toby? Well, I've spoiled a little bit here. She goes, I think she says, are you Owen? And I go, yeah. And she goes, oh, hi. And I'm like, she clearly knows me. She's probably on the holy team. She didn't, as you probably guessed. She said Toby. What then resulted in was a fairly awkward conversation of her assuming that we had been speaking. I was the person that she'd been speaking to over email for the past year from Holy. Because she was the PA for a different content creator who couldn't be there. And apparently they've been saying to each other like...
Theft isn't a joke, Owen. Millions of families suffer every year.
Apparently she had been saying to this Toby guy who she'd been talking to, like, it's going to be so nice to finally put a name to a face. I can only imagine that when she was like, are you Toby? And I went, yeah. And she went, hi, I'm Sharon. And I go, oh, it's lovely to see you. Hi, how are you? She goes, great, how have you been? And I'm like, yeah, good. Yeah, I don't know anybody here. She was like, well, now you do. I'm like, I guess so. Hi, Sharon. Later on, when I'm then getting a drink, she comes up to me and she says something that I don't fully, like, I clearly look a little bewildered. Like, I don't know. She references, like, some kind of thing that I don't know what she's talking about. I'm like, I'm sorry? And she's like, sorry, did you say your name was Toby? And I was like, I'm Owen. And she was like, you are not the person that I have been looking for. And I'm like, oh, okay. It's about 30 minutes. Could have been worse. Could have been a lot worse. She was very lovely after that. She is the stepmom to the content creator that she is the PA for, which I thought was very sweet. And so, but what ended up resulting in that happening then is that her and her husband were the pretty much like the only people that I spoke to for the whole evening, because I was like, well, now we have to find Toby together. And it was very, very sweet. They're very lovely people. It wasn't all bad. Did you find Toby? No, not at all. Right, so I have the gravel. If I do this, I'm now Toby. If I do this, I can take this, take an empty shulker box, and then put this shulker box in, and then it just all goes in. This is crazy. Isn't this a marvel? It's a modern marvel. Owen discovers sorting system. Give me that sand. You guys got to get in on this. So if I do this, that should be enough sand and enough gravel. I now just need a fair bit of light concrete powder. I don't like the normal gray. It has to be light, I've decided. I don't think it looks good otherwise. So a bit of this, a bit of that, a little bit of Monica, a little bit of... I literally don't know any of the other... None of the other names. Pop that back in there. Honestly, same. Everybody knows Monica. Nobody knows any of the others. Jessica. Thank you. Okay, that'll do for now. Like that. Lisa. Maybe Rita. Yeah, it would be a good quiz game, like pub quiz kind of question. But it's like, which of these was not one of the women from the hit song Abolish Regret? My favorite song, Abolish Regret. How are you? How's it been? How are you doing? Ba-ba-ba-ba. The hit song, Abolish Regret. Everybody knows it. Take it away, Dior. Go ahead and tell us the lyrics. How does it go again? Yep. Remind us, Dior. Let's go and play Harpy Express. Goodness me, you've been playing that a lot, huh? Come on, D. Something, something, boom, boom, dynamite, anime. Oh, yeah, I think... what's the beginning of it? It's like something, something, matinee, dynamite, anime. I think that's how it goes.
Huzzah.
Huzzah! Thank you very much, Zenix, for the 33 months. And then And then it goes, we abolish these regrets. Yeah, and then it's just that for 17 minutes. I don't know why made it that long, but hey, it's still like the Bohemian Rhapsody. Can I be honest with you guys? This might get me in trouble.
NPR11 gifted a tier 1 subscription to
Thank you, NPR, for the gifted sub. I dislike Bohemian Rhapsody. And I think I'm aware that that is going to make me a target in many ways, much like when you're successful. Yeah, I know. I dislike it so much that I actively will, like, mentally mark someone down in my, like, good books if they put it on at a party or if they sing it in karaoke. It is such an egregiously long song that if it plays at like a bar or a pub, I'm like, okay, lock in for the next 7 minutes. Here we go. Okay, let me be more specific. There are other songs that are as long as Bohemian Rhapsody that I do like. But Bohemian Rhapsody is not good enough that it warrants being that long. Like, well, like pretty much any of Sammy Ray's songs I would listen to, and they do sometimes get close to 7 minutes. I'm really sorry that you had to find out this way, guys, but I think it's important that you found out from me and nobody else. I wouldn't want you to log onto Twitter one day and be like it's on the news section on the side. I think it's just better hearing it from me. I'm aware if I'm going to take some time away from the internet, I think that's probably the best decision to really think about it. I do like Queen. I like their songs. I just don't like Bohemian Rhapsody. I'm surprised folks are still learning about it. Oh, Ravel knows. No, Ravel, now what you've done is you've become complicit in not telling other people. You're going to be mentioned in the docs. And Ravel knew and didn't tell anyone. Sad days. Hate to see you come down with me, but... I can't believe this. I'm sorry. Don't stop me now. Don't stop me now. Incredible. Killer Queen. Incredible. Bohemian Rhapsody. It insists upon itself. It insists upon itself too much. I'm sorry. Where are these guys? Oh, Nautiluses? Nautili? Form of, I suppose, for hiding a helpful secret. No, you're wrong. But that's okay. That's okay if you disagree. I'm surprised there's just no squid. It's like 6 1-minute songs crammed together. You mustn't... If we keep talking about it, I'm just going to keep saying bad things about it, and that's going to make everybody upset. So I have to stop now. Six bad 1-minute songs. Sorry. Did you have that copy pasted? There's no way you wrote that out that quickly.
The TTS points system is kinda Stevie proofing stream from having me yap too much BC. Now the privilege of talking is tied to financial compensation. Which, honestly, with the amount of things I say, fair. So yeah, 483 points, what's up?
Since when was... Oh, wait. I was like, since when could you do TTS for 100 points? But then I realized that you spent 100 bits. The TTS point system is kind of Stevie proving stream from having me yap too much. Stevie proofing, not proving, proofing stream from having me yap too much because now the privilege of talking is tied to a financial compensation. Well, we can fix this really easily. Oh, actually, it wouldn't make any difference. I was going to say, if we do a prediction of a coin flip and you win, then you essentially double your money. But gambling is the solution. It's not. I actually watched like a mini analysis of the prediction markets that have been coming out recently. You might have heard of like poly markets and stuff like that. I just want to say, if there's anybody that thinks that those things aren't just straight up gambling, I really need you to reconsider your stance. please don't get sucked into the prediction market. I know that I have a young audience. I know that I joke about gambling a lot. We do a lot of prediction stuff. Sometimes I'll make like a little roulette game in Minecraft. Actually, gambling is literally never the answer and can only ever go poorly. And if you respect me as a mathematician at all, you'll stay away from it. The odds are always stacked against you. You can literally never win. Even when you win, you haven't. You're just on the up and you're about to go down. You gotta stay away from that kind of stuff. Fake money and points only because it's funny. Gold in Minecraft because it's kind of funny. Nothing else past that. Boop. 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 And we also mentioned that gacha games are also gambling and incredibly addictive. Yeah. Like, obviously, to a certain extent, what you do with your money is your own thing. Gacha games are just essentially a loophole in gambling. Because you get something from gacha games, it's considered not gambling, like, officially, legally. But you are still spending money on the hopes of getting something specific, like a certain outcome. And it's geared towards making you give as much of your money away before you get that outcome. Especially things that have no monetary value. What if it's free, though? Well, then it's not gambling. But you might want to consider what else you're spending. It could be your time. Could be your information. What is Love Nikki? Dress up game? I see. One of the coolest games ever. Do you have a formal education on it? Barely. But I have a background in like advantage play for casino games. And the maths is never good. It never works out in your favor. Obviously, because otherwise they need to make a living. So the casino is always going to have an edge. Spooky music. I think we remove the green here, these little patches of green, and just embrace the whole side of the beach. Papa's Pizzeria. Wait. Is that the game is that a game? And if so, is that the game I think it is? Oh my gosh, you've just reminded me of Papa's Pizzeria. Flash game, bro. Incredible game. Wait, show. I'm scared to like pull it up on stream because I can't trust any of the websites that might host it without any prior like vetting. But here, basically you take the order and then you have different stations preparing, cooking, cutting up the pizza, and on the side here you can't really see it. It has like the ingredients. It was like the original Overcooked. It was so good. I used to play on a website called onemorelevel.com, I think is what it was called. And the idea being is that every day it would host, it would have a different like flash game released on it. That was my go-to for pretty much my whole childhood. One more. I can't believe Miniclip was another one. Miniclip was good, but it had like I don't think I vibed with the interface as much. I think One More Level, I mean, it's probably still up. I can probably go and find it. One More Level. Mobile? Oh no. Have they switched to mobile? This doesn't support a secure connection. Yeah, I bet. Oh my gosh, wait.
Papa's games define your personality. You can ask someone what their favorite one was and it acts like a zodiac sign. Lamau.
So this is... Oh. Look, the last game was that they uploaded was January 17th, 2020. And then that's it. And then on the side here, there were all the games, like the most popular ones. Electric Man! Bloons Tower Defense 4. Free Rider! Bro. Incredible. Apple Shooter. I think that's a game where you have to try and shoot the apple off of a friend's head. And like, these games were not... Like, most of them were all right. But there was very little regulation on a lot of the Happy Wheels. Happy Wheels was not on that. This predates Happy Wheels. Free Rider was the original Happy Wheels. Free Rider, I used to make so many games. So sorry, it was on the list. Oh, was it? Oh, I'm mistaken then. Sorry, that's crazy. Did not know that they had that there. My bad, I'm wrong. Blocks Wars? I do not know that one. That's new to me. Wait. There's a game that I played which was like you were in charge of. Hold on, I need to look this up. Old Flash game where you are a bartender and you can do flare tricks. No, that's not it. Oh, is it not a Flash game? I'm looking on Google Images, desperately trying to find anything. None of this is what... There was like a specific game where you would like click the bottle in a way and it could like do flips, but you also had to do the orders at the same time. But it was kind of themed like an anime because you could have different like when you did enough like flare tricks, you would build up a special meter, and then different characters would have different ultimates where like it would slow down time or something like that. I just really liked juggling as a kid, so I just enjoyed that process of it. Where is... I'm not being helpful here. I need to find the shortcuts over here. Anyone ever play Bubble Trouble? Bubble Trouble. That was on the list just now. Bubble Trouble. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This kind of classic. That's a classic. I do not know Wheelie. That's a new one to me. Bartender the right mix? Let me see. Hold on. Bartender the right mix. No, that's the one that comes up every time. Old game about bar flaring. No. None of this is... It's just lost to time, maybe. It's so ingrained in my memory, though. To a kid. Or with the music as well. You have no idea. Well, what's a game that you played when you... Is there like an old game that you used to play that you don't play anymore? I'm hesitant to say when you were younger because I think that invites people to be like, I'm young now, what are you talking about? And then we have to be like, silenced. Temple Run, classic. Age of War, incredible. Fireboy and Water Girl, yeah, that is classic. They made so classic they made a movie out of it, really. Falling Powder Game was great if you were into like chemistry. There was like an old game where, oh gosh, okay, it was 2D. And there would be like levels, as in like physical platforms. and you would be like an archer, or you could have I think it was purely archery, and you would go through each level, and you would drag to shoot, and you'd have to move around, but it was like really deep lore. Like you kind of like, I think your father tells you like, take my bow and go and do into the championships or whatever. And like it's a building up, and you can like buy with money, you can like buy really cool looking armor. I remember that. 2D archery, old Flash 2D archery game. No, not archer level. Unfortunately. Oh, different. Hold on. Wait. No, that's not it. I thought it was Mad Arrow for a second. That's a different thing. Raft Wars is another play. Wait. Okay. This game was good enough. This game that I'm about to was good enough that I feel like I need to pause and actually play it for a second. And the music was so good. A browser legacy game. I really hope that this doesn't. I'm going to actually mute this. Download via link. No, I'd rather... No, thanks. No, absolutely never, ever. Okay, I'm just going to mute this. I'm very on edge right now. I'm like, wait, RIP, Flash, Bowmaster is a Flash game which is not supported anymore. No, you have to be. No, it's fine. No, they brought it back. It's okay. I think it's good. I think we're here. Okay. Wait. I think we're here. I'm going to unmute this. And I'm going to go into this. I'm being very tentative right now because I don't trust this website. This is Bowmaster. And the idea being is that you are on this and you have a bow. And you can... You have to like shoot up and over. This is the second one. I actually think that the first one's better, but that might just be nostalgia talking. I'm trying to arc this. I don't have I can barely reach over the edge. But you've got like, oh, I got him. You've got like special arrows. Is there like music? There's usually music. Pause, sound on, options. No. Okay, wait, pause. We're going to go find Bowmaster 1. Please. No, is it not available? It's not readily available. It's not. Well, we're going to have to make do with Bowmaster 2.
An idea. Go through old games like this.
It could be fun. Could be fun. I'm sorry. I'm actually gonna just play this. Whoa! Oh, okay. I got very scared then. I'm closing this. That's fine. It was just the intro again. Well, there we go. I was like, it's faded to black. I'm immediately changing screen. I do not trust that for a second. Anyway, get rid of this. If it was like, if I was just like not live, I'd be chill. I wouldn't like it could put anything up on the screen. I'd be like, whatever, go away, it's fine. But the fact that like, you know, I'm streaming to Twitch, so it's not, you gotta make sure that everything stays proper. There we go. All the way down. Oh, man, I need more. I'm just going to need more dye. I'm going to need... Boop. Anyway. Very fond. Me when any more die. You could have gone 100 different ways of that. You could have been like me when I'm watching an arena game and I want the contestants to kill each other, but I don't know the word for kill. And you went with just literally what it is. Not doing all that. No, yeah, you're right. Why make the effort, eh? Just say me when. I thought that was a massive fish for a second. No, it's not. Okay. For a second again, second, I thought it wasn't. I thought it was when I was approaching it, and that's a big one. Whoa, big fish. Hello. I'm glad that they made them grow different sizes. I wish they would make them like huge mungus. The biggest fish ever. I still got some dolphins, some nautilus. There's one. Q9. Okay. Whoa! Thanks. There we go. An anglerfish would be pretty cool. Yeah, there were a lot of games I played as a kid that I think shaped me. Did I ever tell you guys about getting banned? Me getting banned from Club Penguin? Okay, I'm going to be vulnerable here. This is going on the iceberg, probably. I don't think I did. I don't think I have. I might have. We'll see. So... one time, stupid, dumb little Owen was like, I know swear words. And I can type those in Club Penguin. And no one can stop me. It's baby. It's little baby squid. Tiny baby. Look at it. What? Wait. Dang. I think he's gone. How'd he leave that quick? I was gone for like a second. What? You're grown up, Squid Guy. What? Where could he have gone? I was gone for like a second. That doesn't make any sense. He's a neutral mob as well, so he shouldn't have despawned. Dolphins now? Alright, well, that's sad. I was looking forward to keeping him. Okay, so I have told the story then. I think the general consensus is. Keep going. It was another time. Okay. So I mainly one of the main reasons that I did this is because I didn't think I could do it. I didn't think I'd spell it correctly. And I did. It was a swear word beginning with B. Now don't go looking that up. Don't be doing this. Don't. I underestimated my literacy. And so I got banned immediately, instantly, for a day. Of course I did. And when I did, I was sad. And I remember going to my mother and being like, I got banned from Club Penguin. I don't know why I told her. I felt like I just had to. And so... Okay, there we go. That's better music. But I couldn't fully fess up to it. So I said, I got banned from Club Penguin for a day for saying, oh, can you just go away? And my mother thought that I had said that to my father. So she was like, well, I'm not surprised that you got banned if you said something like that. And I remember at the time thinking, well, okay, well, that went okay, I guess. And then I think it was like the next morning or something like that, where I think she was like, aren't you going to play on Club Penguin? Well, like, I think your dad's probably like going to be fine if you play on Club Penguin. Don't worry about it. You can go. And I was like, no, I've been banned. I'm not allowed to play. She was like, wait, why? Sorry, hold on. Wait, rewind. Why did you get banned? And I was like, oh, I got banned because I said, can you go away? Can you just go away? And my mum was not pleased by this. She didn't think that was fair. And she was like, that's a normal thing for a child to say. Let's fix this. Dreadful, dreadful, dreadful day. She goes to the computer and not being the most tech literate person that has ever existed, my mother, lovely lady, of course. It takes her a good 30 minutes to find out where the form is to send something to Club Penguin to make a complaint, open a ticket. And I am inconsolable during this entire time. I am like sniffling and blubbering. I'm clearly stressed out. She's trying to be like, it's fine. She thinks that I'm really upset because I've been banned. I'm incredibly upset because I know I'm dumb, but I'm smart enough to know that if she sends a ticket to them, they're probably going to pull up my chat history and be like, hey, he actually swore. We didn't just ban him for nothing. So I'm like, I'm in big trouble. And I'm like trying to tell her like, hey, please don't do this. You don't need to. And she's like, no, it's not fair. I think you handled yourself well. This person was clearly bothering you. And in the end, she could tell that there was like clearly something else up. And so she was like, why are you like this? Like, what has happened? And I'm not proud. I had to tell her a form of the truth that felt more stomachable than what I had done. So I was like, I was trying to spell the word crab, and I ended up spelling it with a P rather than a B. And she immediately was like, oh, right, well then you should have just said that. You've wasted my time. Like, you should have just said that from the beginning. And that was it. And she left. And that was, and crisis averted. They aren't even near each other on the out. I think she knew that I had probably wasn't trying to spell crab and did just say a different word. And she was just like, whatever, I'm done with this. Like, I did not navigate that like a pro. I navigated it like a guilty child who should have just been honest. That's when Owen knew he had crisis management skills. Yeah. Yeah, that was genuinely a horrible experience. Did you say it like to someone? I just literally said it in a lobby. Hey, HAH. Just openly in a lobby. Yeah, I'm gonna be real. I don't deal well with lies and guilt, and it really eats me up. As a kid, I was always really struck poorly when I was done and was in the wrong. I was afraid of being reprimanded. I always want to fess up. Back. What? Shut up. You mean this? Obviously, we've been here, Dally. It doesn't generate like this. Oh, man. Hold on. My bad. I'm sorry. Oh, shucks. Why wouldn't it? Because that's just not how the game generates. I've made a fool of myself. No, you haven't. But whoa. I did not press that button. Not all of us have a Minecraft as their job. You know what? Fair enough. We see nothing? Oh, my bad. Hold on. End of stream. It's done. All over. Game over. Oh. What are you talking about, Stevie? You said you're bad with lies? I don't know what you're talking about. I'm just here, man. What's that one? What's that one like video? That guy's like, "What are you doing here?" He's like, "Me? Nothing. Just waiting around." I know what you were doing. Oh, please go ahead, enlighten me. What was I doing? I was looking for Arrow Game 1. You got me. You were burying a treasure? What? Listen, you tricked me with the all switching screen thing too many times. For Dally? What are you talking about? Dally was wrong. There's nothing in here. Whoa! Dally? What's this? Dally, look! You were right. Oh, good haul as well. We almost missed this. Oh, let's go put this away in the chest, shall we? No way, Dally. August, you keep your mouth shut. How did you know that? She needed that like a southerner when it rains. We needed this. I need more bone meal. I didn't think you were actually doing it. I'm kidding. That was hilarious that you called that. That was genuinely like player of all time. Like player of the game. Player of the match. We heard the chest noise. Didn't turn off the sounds. I'm a fool. I think August still would have got it anyway. I'm very impressed that August knows me well enough. That was this. So as you can see, I'm not great with lying. I do corpse very easily. That was always an issue with me and like comedies. I've said this before on the channel. Always an issue with me in comedies was that like if I was in a comedy and it was a good one, I would really struggle not to laugh, which you can't do as an actor. Bad for your mental health, which is bad for your art. True.
Good job, Dally. Crazy that's exactly how the treasure generates. Contents and all.
Yeah.
Also, you switching a scene immediately after the bit end doing stuff in Minecraft. Yeah, you were doing the treasure chest, lol.
Yeah.
But my love for Dally goes over my love for being right.
Ah, I see. Is that a like I also knew but didn't want to say little move you're making there? Yes. Oh, okay. Well, I will make sure that any praise that goes towards August is also refunneled in your direction, Stevie, lest you do not get congratulated for your sharp wit. You love laughing too much, Ravel, and I know this is true because of your bloomin'... I've had to relive the entirety of Catboy Cowboy Mumbo Jumbo and how incredibly hilarious you thought it was because I've been rendering the VODs. And in the entire process, you are just beside yourself. You think it's the funny... Even now, in real life, I can hear you laughing. You're smiling, thinking back to Catboy Cowboy Mumbo Jumbo.
Wait, you can't laugh if you're acting in a comedy/silly. Someone needs to inform
hot
them. West End
Wolf
gifted a tier 1 subscription to Iron. It's part of the Charmoj TV lol.
Part of the charm? Back where I come from. Back in my day, you weren't allowed to laugh at a good joke. You're allowed to laugh at something going wrong, but you can't laugh at every joke in a comedy. Otherwise, thank you very much for the gifted sub, Icy Wolf. Otherwise, all you're doing is just ruining it. Surely don't laugh at everything. Why? It's generally considered in most acting schools that to laugh at the comedy of your own joke, it kind of ruins the suspension of disbelief. At least in the acting classes that I went to, it was generally not the done thing. Deadpan is funnier than laughing. That's not to say... Oh, you weren't talking about the crowd? No, I wasn't talking about the crowd. You can laugh at a comedy if you're part of the crowd. That being said, there is a genre of comedy that exists in stand-up where the comedian will laugh at their own jokes. They will say something and then they'll break out laughing. And that's generally seen as like a more informal concept of comedy. Deadpan comedy is good. It works incredibly well. That's not to... Oh, no. That's not to say that you can't do the whole laughing shtick. The laughing thing can go well. Oh, I'm just going to have to do this. The laughing at your own jokes or something going wrong in a play can go very well if something is like gone wrong or if the person that you're like... So there's... Okay, so how do I do this? How do I say this? What I'm trying to say is there's a scene when I went to see Hamilton when the British King does his song, his number. He was doing this like strange hip wiggle thing, and one of the actors that he was doing it towards was like clearly trying not to laugh. And then he like did it again later as a callback, and the person did laugh. They did corpse on stage. That was very funny. I know the concrete's turning. We'll fix it in a sec. That was very funny. Because you can tell that it's one actor trying to make another actor corpse. But if King George had done that move and then laughed himself, it wouldn't have been as funny. Because it's like, well, you're the one making the joke. And obviously all of it does depend on the actor and the character and the genre and etc. Just as a general form, deadpan is usually the style of comedy that you're meant to do in a show. But also, I didn't go to art school. I don't know acting as well as probably half the people in this chat. So take everything I'm saying with a hefty pinch of salt. Are there actual stats? Unfortunately, there are no actual stats for comedy. I am not trying to soak this on purpose. This is a mistake. I'm trying to blend this in a little bit more.
Rexaroni is symbolic to the 0 in 30 months. Nature's so beautiful.
Wow, nature is beautiful. That's crazy. Wow, all part of God's design. I like probably many people here can mostly consider improv comedy already gains humor from people back up.
No,
Yes.
that's Mo, a subtle brag-eyed what you mean, and Johnny Vegas was there for one of the skits, and the way he broke Steve S&D Reese was so funny, I loved it.
Yeah, I think breaking other people is funnier than laughing at your own stuff. So as a general, yeah, I think that's. Can we get a American Heart Association fact of the day? But it's not a day, it only happens when you're in chat, which it can happen as often as need be. Is this work for you, American Heart Association? Like, are you on the clock right now? Out of curiosity. Treasure Train? Oh, thanks. 35% off 5 gifted or more. It started. Dang, Dally Stevie, that's crazy. Thank you very much, Portal, for the 100 bits, and Inkbug and Rexroni for the 13 and 30, respectively. Often, but somehow here to every time I am. How do we know you're not the same person and you're just swapping back and forth between your... Much to consider. There we go. Train time. Choo-choo. More than 9 out of 10 cardiac arrests happen outside of a hospital where immediate CPR can mean the difference between life and death. You should know CPR, chat. It is a good idea. There's our sad fact. A sad fact? I don't think that's a sad fact. I think it's an important fact. I tell you what, it must be pretty convenient if somebody goes into cardiac arrest inside a hospital. I bet the doctors and nurses are like, great timing. Thank you very much for the 5 gifted.
To chat.
I should also get recertified for that, in all honesty. It's never a bad thing to know, you know? Yeah, it's crazy. You'll pick up like first aid training from the oddest of places. For me, it was working in the church. Like, you just have to have a general understanding. It is all do it in year 8. It's a good thing to do.
I see hot_wolf has gifted 2 subs to chat.
Thank you for the gifted subs. Thank you guys, Yacht Wolf. So here I'm trying to do more like shorelines kind of vibe. I don't know if I'll like it until it's done. I need some just like basic stone. And a happy follow-up. Over 1 million people learned hands-only CPR in the US in the last year through various training events, in person and virtual. Oh, sick. Dang, a million is crazy. Actually, I need that sand. Give me that back. Good fact. Good fact. Thank you. 1 besquillion people? I didn't even know there was that many alive. Get rid of that. And that. As a volunteer. And the stuff I've learned is awesome. I've been with them for about a year and I'm a vague instructor for people. Oh, sick. New number unlocked. You know who I have a lot of respect for? First aid people at music festivals. You have got to be a different kind of person to do that. Why the first apes? That's a really bad joke. And I feel like you were waiting on that one. But also, I can't say it's too bad because I've never heard it before. So, there's an odd sense of respect. Oop. Oh, this kind of looks nice, yeah. I vibe with this. Up. I worked other jobs at festivals. I feel like first aid would be the worst. If you're not ready for it, I bet it hits you like a truck. You've got to be like constantly thinking on your feet. And I imagine there's a fair degree of like, you're never going to be in ideal situations. Like there's never really an ideal scenario that you find yourself in. It's all like, oh, we're doing the best we can with the time and people and resources that we have. We're having a virtual block party. What? Yeah. Wait, true. Wait, are you saying you as in the American Heart Association, or you as in us, as in chat right now? It's in Minecraft. No, I got it. No, I'm picking up what you're putting down. Man, I wish this song was in a video game. Bringing it back around to that. Wait, the AHA? Wait. Oh, wait. Wait, this is a genuine thing? I thought you were just trying to be like, hey, we're having a block party right now, guys, right? And we're all like, yeah, man. Yeah, please do send me an email. This is sick. I'm being /earnest. Send me an email. That sounds cool. We don't download tone tags here. This is true. Is that like a Owen Juice TV exclusive joke, or is downloading tone tags like a thing that exists outside of our community? Legitimately, I do not know. I think it's just here. Wow. It's just you guys. That's crazy. That's fun. I'm surprised it hasn't spread. The world's got to get on this. Do they know about this? I like... Was it Ethan that first did W sub in the chat? Yes. I like that when that initially first started and then started making its way around to other chats, I was like, they got it from Akka's chat. I thought that Ethan had like, that was like Ethan's thing. And looking back at it now, that WXYZ was always just a thing. That's just a colloquialism. I'm pretty certain. It's like global. It can't be unique to... It can't be unique. It did not come from us. We did not make W sub. It did not start in Akko's chat either. I love Akko, but I'm not giving them that credit. This is an old... this is, well, not an old, but this is a thing that was like a global movement. Well, you say we've infected, but I think W sub is just a thing that's crazy. Hi, Ethan.
Hello, W44 Ethan. October 2023.
Were you just lurking? Just lurking, waiting for me to talk about you. What's that about? What's going on there? And my name got said. Oh, yeah. I don't do that. I don't need to know what who's talking about me. I think that would give me a lot of...
like when I thought Jack Manifold invented if I had a nickel for every time because that's where I first heard it from.
Dang.
Can you tell him not a native English speaker?
That's okay. Okay, I don't know if I like this. Blech, blech. No, it needs more noise. I shouldn't because 90% of the time it's in Tubbo's chat about streamer Ethan. Yeah, that's fair. Like, what would I do? Just have Owen? Owen's such a common name. Like, Akko is so like specifically Akko. Or someone sneezing. Got ice cream. I love ice cream. Yeah, I now know where that's from now, so I can actually say it with a bit more confidence. Okay, we need to blend this out a little more because it's a bit spotty right now. Hup. You have ice cream? Oh, mans. Do, 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 do. I have cake. I think you should count your blessings. You may not have ice cream, but you do have cake. When I finish rendering the VODs, it's on to the next thing. When the subathon's up, then it's PO box time. My life, like, I have just sort of like accepted that I won't
After some
be
light unsighted duck going. I can potentially with false confidence say that the term W sub originated in the win/loss slang beginning in 2010.
That's Raccoon. That was a there were just enough. I don't mind typos, but there were just enough in there to really make me second guess every other word that was being said. I have an Oreo ice cream cake. Oh, when I did a pilgrimage in Spain, the thing that kept me going was the €1 ice cream sandwiches I would have at the end of the day. That was the best. Enough that I think... Hold on, I'm going to try. I'm going to type in here. Okay, in this note, I'm just going to type... I'm going to search for ice cream sandwich. Okay, this is... I don't know when it started. Oh, yes, I do. 9th of October 2015. Okay. Was the last time I wrote in here. And on I took a I took like notes at the end of every day. I would write my experience doing the walk, the bits that stood out to me the most, and I searched for the word ice cream in this note. This is an incredibly boring anecdote, but I'm telling you anyway. Today our walk was simple, 17 kilometers all flat land. We passed Victor, who's a guy that we met that didn't speak a lick of English and we didn't speak any Spanish. So we just communicated via pointing. We passed Victor as he had his lunch. He later passed us as we had ours. Vigorous, like enthralling writing here. Although my shoulders hurt, the promise of a good hostel kept us going. We weren't disappointed. Upon arriving, we purchased 2 ice cream sandwiches from the bar. So clearly, I loved the ice cream sandwiches enough that I wrote it pretty much at the end of every single day. I write like, bought my ice cream sandwich, very happy. Looking forward to the ice cream sandwich at the end of the day. I loved those ice cream sandwiches. So the alien who discovers orange. Yeah, you know what? You're kind of right. Hey, are you good, little guy? What are you grabbing? Grabbing some yellow concrete powder? And then it refills up. And then you pass it along. Have we reached max capacity yet? We haven't reached... Oh! We're here. We've got that much more. I don't know if the train's going to be big enough for this. For all of these unique items. But we can hope. Okay. I think that looks better. I think it looks weird, but it's alien on purpose. What is this? Who is he? Sorry, what is this? We've got to do this side over here now. The little man, the little guy in the box, in the train, he's our item sorter. There's each of those units is a different item sorter, and they all work together to make it happen. They are called CATS. CATS, Collection and Transport System. Hello, little train conductor. Can I get past you? Yeah. I think, like, I need to remind myself that what I'm doing, what I have been doing over the past 2 years, is a lot of needed but not very visual busy work. Whereas, like, this took us, what, 1 stream to change these out? And visually, the whole map looks way different because of it. Boop, boop. Can I draw you that as alien? You as that alien? Yes, yeah. Absolutely. I was hoping. I was manifesting that actually. I love ice cream sandwiches. If I was feeling fancy, I would get the Oreo ice cream sandwich, and that's why I mentioned it, because I think someone said exactly the. It's like a puck, like a hockey puck, of large Oreo ice cream. Ice cream. Oh, hey, more stuff that we can put in over there. That's what I'm having. Oh, lucky badger.
Not to bring back an older topic, but I deep dove and I'm pretty sure the game you were talking about was Drunken Masters. It's in an anime style with tricks involved.
Yes. Well done. As soon as you said it. So this is yeah. And I just liked chucking up the ice cubes.
Do you know that video of a guy stacking Oreos with different ratios of cream and cookie and going low-key? Oreo, Oreo, Oreo.
I have not seen that.
Oroera.
And you could like chuck the cherry up and then like bounce it off the bottom of the bottle and then grab the glass and put it here and the cherry would fall into there. And then you'd pour this and it had to be in specific glasses and you could get like different things on the soda stream. Oh gosh. Thank you very much, Under the Rainbow. Appreciate it for the raid. Hope you're well. Hope stream went well. Thank you, Miss Rule, for blooming looking that up. How did you do that? How did you know? No wonder that it didn't come up with me typing like bartender and stuff. With a name like that, I was never going to find it. Did you play this when you were a kid? Yeah, so you could argue with a name like Drunken Masters, and it's very clearly like a alcoholic-centric game. It didn't make me like... at the time, I wasn't like, oh, yay, alcohol. I was just like, I've got to get these orders out, man, and I got to do them with really cool tricks. Otherwise, I'm going to not get enough tips. I went on a deep search and went down a few Reddit threads and eventually found something that sounded like what you described. Well, you got it. Bang in one. Well done. Check when I lost the first yesterday. Well done for starting another one. You only lose if you stop playing. I have lost many a hardcore world, don't worry. And even though I say I'm on season 5, there were a lot of hardcore worlds that I ran that I died on that were pre me becoming a streamer as well. So it's not like this is my 5th attempt. Papa Pizzeria, who? We were talking about earlier. I don't know if you were here for that, but we were talking about that earlier. Okay, now I can replace all of this with grey concrete powder. Thank goodness for grey concrete powder, eh? That was a real lifesaver on this whole texturing business. I, like a lot of first-time hardcore streamers, was like, I want to make my hardcore world unique. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna... What can I do? And the go-to is Amplified World. Minecraft, but Amplified World. I was like, why has no one done this? There's a reason for it. Getting around is impossible. And you're so likely to die from full damage, it's not even funny. To get up, just to get across like a biome, you've got to go like up and down a massive mountain. What's amplified mean? So like, I mean, I can show you. I don't even know if they still have it. There you go. Everything was spruce palm. It was awful. That sounds horrible. Yep, here we go. Yeah. So imagine navigating this at night. You haven't got your elytra yet. And a skeleton spawns and just goes like, bing. And then, bleh. Or more. And I, for some reason, on my first ever hardcore world, built my house like up here. It was such a pain. It was a dreadful idea. Eventually, I died building a bridge between like something like here and here. I was trying to build like a cool bridge, and I just like let go of shift, and I just fell, and I was like, I just died, and I was like, there's nothing I could have done to stop that. It's cool, don't get me wrong. I did amplify it a couple of times before I was like, I get why no one does it. Like, what is happening here? Be cool for an SMP, but also, like, it's just impossible to build anything logistically. Anyway, there you go. Oop. It's not user-friendly, yeah. Okay, it's a song. I was like, what is happening? It is very pretty. It is very pretty. I was always destined to be a streamer eventually because if you go back through my old...
Hill Valley,
like,
Back to the Future SMP/Silly.
If you go back in my like old recordings as a kid, I'm playing video games, recording the screen, and just talking to myself. Before I even knew that streaming was a thing. Old 3DS. Always a yapper. Listen to the Hail Mary soundtrack on stream at some point. We were listening to it the other day. I've made my own version of it that has only the nice songs and none of the intense songs. I don't want to listen to excessive centrifuge. Used to vlog. Love a good vlog. Still don't quite have the confidence to do it in public. I can like live stream, but when it's a recording, I can live stream in public pretty easily. But if it's a recorded video, I really struggle. What's up, guys? Today I'm going to be playing Soul Blade on the PS1. I've been playing it for a little bit, and I think I'm pretty good. I think we're going to try and beat the game today. He's like, never played it. Lying again. Okay, that's enough sand. I need gravel. Video is a whole project. I think also, like, in a sense, I feel more comfortable doing a live stream in public because I think people can understand more visually, like, oh, he's live streaming and there's people on the other side of this. Whereas, like, the video is just you. And also you're, like, putting the camera up and down repeatedly. So there's periods where you aren't filming yourself and then you're just, like, a quiet person. I'm getting ghosted by a new job I was supposed to start. That's annoying. Hopefully they respond. Going out this way to get some more gravel. No. Yeah, a general amount of scuff is usually expected. Yeah, with YouTube, you've got to get your lines perfectly right when you're shooting a scene. You've got to say something with the right intonation at the right speed. There needs to be like no background noise happening. The frame needs to be good. The noise level in focus. It's got to be like the camera actually has to be in focus. The amount of videos I would film and I was just out of focus. It was just always me. There was never anybody else to help me. That's why you've got, like... I always was really confused when I would see, like, Tom Scott have, like, people... He's sitting down in front of the camera, and yet he's got somebody behind the camera. So why you got that going on? They're listening to audio levels. They're checking that the battery hasn't died. They're checking you're in focus. You made me yawn? My bad. Do you ever take multiple takes for a YouTube-based one? There's been times when I've gone back and recorded... for vampires specifically, I've said this before, when I'm yelling at legs, being like, what was it? And I pray to whatever foul god is puppeteering this world that tries you might you find anybody to give you that to give you that mercy, because I will not. I will continue living out of spite for you, etc., etc. I didn't like how the way I was standing didn't look right, and it was difficult to get a good frame of it because Lagundo, I think, was too close to me or something. So I went back and re-recorded it. But the original audio is there. That is the audio, but the visuals are different. There's a few times like that. I pretty much will never re-record a line unless... I've never had to re-record a line for anything unless it was broken in some way. Like my mic cracked at the wrong time or something weird happened. What was that thing in Outsiders you turned or something and Appa went out of range? I do not know what you refer to. Wait, why am I back here? This is not where I need to be. The reunion? There's like a scene where it was really tricky for us to line up being at that hole in the wall at the exact same time, if that's what you mean. Like, borderline impossible. It was so difficult. When you met question. All right, Rocky. I think it's that. I think that's what you're referring to. I do not have enough squid ink again. Squids, 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 squids. That's dolphins, but I'll take it. There you go. Hello, lads. We are not making a squid farm. Please don't make me make another farm, please. We're so close to having having everything neatly tied up. That was the baby. Stop. Actually, stop. You hate me. Stop it. Come here. Come here. My gosh, they're so fast. They never used to be this fast. That's a Nautilus. You can't give me anything.
Recent streams are just you, me,
I have
Dal,
Depth Strider.
Everyone else who's seen Hail Mary do small refs and clock each other. Someone goes question and immediately Terry someone going I know what you are.
Boop. That'll do. Yeah, this is with Depth Strider, which is crazy. There we go. Okay, that's a little bit more. That should get us a little bit further the way there. I think what might have been happening is that I was in Elytra mode and my Depth Strider wasn't kicking in because I wasn't swimming, I was flying. Which I think the game counts as two separate things. Great. That should be enough for the time being. Hopefully we can cover this beach. We'll see. Before the test, we have 55 minutes before I gotta go. Oop. Man, Haunted Chocolatier. Can't believe he like gave us the trailer for that. And then continued to work on Stardew Valley for the next 5 years. Haunted Chocolatier is Concerned Apes' next game. That's my second Roman Empire, yeah. My first Roman Empire, as you know, is the Roman Empire. Stardew updates are hype. Unfortunately, I've played so many iterations of the first year of Stardew Valley, and then I give up, that they could add all the content in the world for those updates, and I just do not, I will not be playing it again. I'm probably never going to play Stardew Valley again. What will release first, or GTA 6? I don't know. That's a really good question. I am totally unsure. Let's remove this. I forgot how low down we made them. There we go. Boop. Elder Scrolls 6 will be so cool when it comes out. Yeah, we definitely don't have enough. Fandom culture as a whole, I find it fascinating. Interesting. Fandom culture. Gonna be game of the year 2030, probably. So much sand. It's just disease. How do we know that Mistral and August aren't the same person either? Many such questions. How did I end up with two people that love disease in my chat? Do I like have a magnet for a certain vibe? I need more shulker boxes, and I think I know where to get them. Let me grab this. We do not have to talk about it if you do not want to, NPR. I didn't say you were, August. Okay. Wow, we have... Bang. Do I have any more? I don't. How do I... There's so much sand. Not enough squid. I think we're running out of rockets as well. Oh, man. Oh, my goodness. Squid. Hi, Luan. Is Luan here? Hey. Hi, Luan. They want you. They want you. They want you as the new recruit. Who, me? They want you. They want... But... I'm afraid of the water. They want you. Oh, my goodness. They want you. What am I going to do in a submarine? Is this Navy propaganda on my own Juice TV stream? Yeah. Apparently so. See you later, August. Bye, bye, bye. Oh, grab that. How was your stream, Lemontine? That is your real name. Also, what are we going to do about dinner? I have a test for the public release at 10. We might need to order food. Many such cases. I definitely can't go out to eat. If you want to, you're welcome to, but I can't. I've got a test at 10. I'm still here. I thought you said you were leaving. Everyone said you were going. Everyone's going bye, 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 bye. Bye, Stevie. See you later. Bye, bye, bye. Pixel's going. Everyone's heading out. All right, guys. I see how it is. Bye, Stevie. I said bye to someone else. Oh, I see. I see. Bye, Stevie. Bye, guys. I'm heading out. See you later. Bye, 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 bye. I forgot about this. I forgot that I made this for the station, for the edges of the station. There's so much to do in this stupid world. I don't have the time. Cafe's empty because there was just a flow of some people saying goodbye to other people, and everybody was too awkward to say that they weren't leaving, so they would just have to get up and go when it happened. And now everyone's gone. Light grey, good. Keep it moving. They want you. They want you. They want you as the new... You're not leaving? Then why'd you say bye? That's so awkward. You said bye? Yeah, to you. I'm leaving. As are you. We're leaving at the same time. I don't appreciate how much May clocked my goodbye mannerisms. Because I didn't even realize I was doing it on the SMP. And having a mirror held up to me in that way was not... I did not appreciate it. I wasn't even aware. I know I do it in real life, but I hadn't realized that it had transcended to Minecraft roleplay. Don't like tasting your own medicine? Okay, why are you making me into a villain? That was not at all the takeaway of this. Hello, Eggman Jenkins! He's hard of hearing. Hello! I said hi! I said hi! Okay, Eggman Jenkins is now canonically hard of hearing. Oop. What if we get Eggman Jenkins, a Nautilus, a zombie Nautilus friend? That sounds nice. That would be cool, wouldn't it? If I see it, I'll make it happen. I think this is the last beach that we have to do. Look at Owen's previous guys. Hey. All of my characters exist in a vacuum. Just because one has been evil doesn't mean the next will. How are you going to light it up? I haven't fully decided yet. But it is definitely a death trap. And it's something that we will need to address. I'm afraid Box SMP is not the jovial, happy-go-lucky character that some of you may be hoping for. Sea lanterns might work. Could work as like a different style of flora here. Box is not choir boy. No. That's not to say that that she's evil.
Playing Coblum and ATM, can you name my side duck?
Poot. You're legally required. You asked for a name, I gave it to you. Don't care if you don't like it. It has to be Poot. That's the risk that you take when you ask me to name something of yours. They're going to the 45 months. Yeah, that's not to say that he's like evil burger, but like don't expect Jester or Rat Owen level of whimsy. Huh? Oh, okay. Okay. What's going on? Hershey, yo, someone call the cacao company. That's actually legendary. Dang, that was good. How'd you do that? How'd you do that? Can we get a pin on that? Moz, can you pin that message, please? Shakespeare is in fact not dead, alive and kicking in this very chat. Which one? Her, she, someone called the cacao company. Thanks, mods. Appreciate you. Ghost of Shakespeare possessed me. Wow. Guys, don't dox me. That was so funny. Can someone dox Aeon right now? What a crazy response. That was a joke. That was a joke. Someone call the cow company. Even better. Okay, do we have enough? We need that. And then this can turn into this. This looks so weird. Just grey. Here, hello here. Have you heard the good news here? Once upon a time, a man called Jesus Christ of Nazareth. The VODs are done. I just need to render one more. Part 2 of day 11. Oh, I have heard that one. Oh, okay.
See her? Someone call the WoW company.
See her. See her. Someone call the WoW company. See her. Okay, if I I just follow. I was following Aeon's. I was following Aeon's cue.
See her? Bro, name a salad after this guy.
God, it's so much easier not having to worry about laughing at things if I just have to listen to what Aeon's laughing at. New meta unlocked. Goodness me. No, I know that you were talking about Jesus Christ, by the way, at first, yeah. But yes, also the good news of the VOD. No, but I laugh at everything. I think, yeah, I'm starting to notice. No, don't worry. That wasn't lost on me. Okay, this shovel is about to take a beating. Yes, hopefully tonight will be the last rendering session. Then I just got to make some generic thumbnails in the same format as the other ones. And then I can just upload them all on one day. So maybe tomorrow, if I'm lucky. I was saying earlier, I've given up, like, I've admitted to myself that I can only really work on one big task that isn't to do with POW at a time. And the rendering of these VODs has been that task. So after I am liberated from this, and then also April 13th, 2025. Yep, yeah. Then there's a couple of the other stragglers. Yeah, no more mining with the shovel. It's about to die. Then it will be, like I was mentioning earlier, probably the PO box, because I'm well overdue that. Like, I could sit down at the beginning of every day and go on all of these things, but I genuinely think I would be miserable. So I'm just like, just take it as it comes, one big chunk at a time. PO box. Alas. But maybe because, like, a lot of people meet you at TwitchCon. I think you have to open it up for a minimum of 3 months, rather than doing this, like, game of chicken where I'm like, oh, let's see how we'll do it. I'll do it immediately after TwitchCon because a lot of you will see me actually. Just like, I need to stop. I need to do away with these excuses and just do it. Remove all of these barriers of entries for myself, and, like, sure, it's not the most optimum strategy, but it's a minimum of 3 months to get it anyway, so I might as well just get it and then carry on. I don't remember. Did we determine the timing of this year's juice fon? Currently, that's it's subject to change. Like waiting for a bird to perch. June 2nd, 3rd.
Can you name my ponytar 2PLS?
No. You have to name that one. June 2nd or 3rd. We're gonna need some books, which means I'm gonna need some leather, which means I'm gonna need to go into the chest train. What's on June 3rd? It's 2 days after I get back from TwitchCon, which gives me just enough time to recover before jumping into it. No bonus birthday starting time. But interestingly, this time, well, so I'm going to the States immediately after my birthday. Not immediately after, on like the 22nd, I think. So can't do it after. July doesn't work because, like, I'm assuming maybe, I don't know, there might be power-related stuff. There might be other things. So can't do that either. So it's pretty much...
Leave Rotterdam till the 2nd, please.
Then it sounds like the 3rd is sounding more viable. This year, I think I might have my birthday in May. But also, I think it gives us something to point towards. Rather than having the birthday be the beginning of it, have it be like, if we reach the birthday. Okay, I'm just looking for leather right now. Eventually, we'll all sort this out to be nice and neat. This whole chest just dedicated. Oh, white dye. Sick. I can't take all of it because one needs to be in here. Nope. There we go. They want you. If you're aiming for 14 to get the pad, then we should hopefully reach birthday. That would be cool if that happened, but I won't hold out on it. Obviously, I never expect anything from you guys in terms of like minimum support. But you've consistently proven me wrong every other time, so... Should we look at food options? Yes. Do you want to come grab my phone? And I've got some pretty sick games lined up. I think you guys are going to be excited about it. Obviously, this is the year of the plugin for me. I mean, 2025... The end of 2025 was the year of the plugin for me. We had Vampires SMP, immediately followed by the development of Bannerfall. My plugin game has never been stronger. And that's going to show itself even more so in the Juice SMP. Why is it missing? Never mind. So there was just no leather in any of that? That doesn't feel right at all, but okay. The Juice SMP will be making a return. Stronger final boss, more phases. Bedrock again, possibly, Smile. That is up to Moonlit. Because Moonlit, I believe, made that happen for me last time. I am currently, if I can be honest with you guys, I don't know what the pins situation is going to look like. I don't mean what are they going to look like. I mean whether they will happen. I think, to an extent, and you're welcome to correct me on this, after doing what I think is going to end up being 5 years now of pins, I think we're about to have season 5. Yeah. I worry that anyone who wanted a pin has one already, and so won't be like, I'm going to get another pin. I think the demand is low. I think the only people that are going to get them are people who are like avid collectors, not to be confused with avid collectors. Yeah, apart from like the super fans, and 30 people is not enough for me to But I like them as souvenirs. Very true. And this is fair and great. And I'm very pleased that you like them as souvenirs. But I can't be selling just 30 of these things. There's a minimum order requirement for them. I already have so many of the blasters and Copper Sparrow. I'm going to have to start giving them away. All stock must go this year. I don't want to sell them at a discount. At like a heavy, heavy discount. You said you still had PAL pins? Yeah, but that's a whole different thing. I don't want to do them as a discount because I don't want to incentivize the concept that like if you don't buy them in the initial launch, you might be able to get them for really cheap later on, because then I think that would result in even fewer people purchasing them. So I think I have to like give them away. That would be like the only proper way of doing it. Okay, there's that. I have some paper, I think. I don't know where I have paper. Wait, I think I have some in the thing over here. Boop. I'm gonna... I definitely... The reason why we have so many is because I made the mistake of... 1 second.
Oh, speaking of, I actually realized I don't have the blaster because of a stupid mistake I made in my order and then missed an email for a year. Any chance I could get the blaster at TwitchCon? Since you have so many and it's the only one I truly care for, LOL, it was fully my fault too.
Yes, I think I can get you one. I think I can grab you one. Thank you for the 100 bits. Any of the pirate stuff? So, it's not up to me as to what happens. Where's all the paper gone? I think there's some in here. It's not up to me what happens with the PAL merch. I'm really, really sorry. It's not exclusively my merch. We have a little bit of various different pins and stuff. Mainly some of the more recent stuff. I don't think we have any more pirate things, I'm afraid. I think I have like 1 pin from any seasons to my name. Yeah, I think that's what people do. They get like 1. Lost my Bruno in Brighton. Oh, I don't even think I have all of the backing cards. Like, I hope I do, and they're like somewhere that I've just forgotten. But we're on like frame 5 out of like 20 at this point. Would you perhaps have a Jester hat pin kicking around? Most likely, yes. What happened? Who got to you? Oh, man. Curses. I think the zombies can just reach them when they're in there, but I would assume they would run backwards. Can they? They probably can't. Weakness. Sunshine Daisy. 1 or 2 of these. Do I have any gold kicking about? Hello. Is this what's going on? Pizza. You got a margarita?
Yeah, and then I got artichoke.
That's good. That's nice. That's kind of good though, to be honest. Your order was pretty good. Why don't you just order again and I'll have what you're having?
Why don't you get the same different?
Sure. She's so smart. Different thing on top. Maybe like. It's really calling to me. Kind of just want what you have. Can you just punch in another one of what you had? Or another thing that you would want that I could eat. We might be going to do zombies with spears that are reaching the villagers now. Well, we're going to have to move them eventually, chat. I'm going to have to look for gold because I do not know. Does anyone remember seeing any gold at any point? Sorry? I would prefer sun-dried tomatoes. I think they're a different flavor profile to artichokes. Thank you. Plenty of coal. Not seeing any gold. Sure. Yeah, that's fine. 1 second, chat. That's alright. I don't think they're massive. No, I think it's enough though. Okay, that's ordered. Anyway, sorry, where were we? What were we talking about? Has it been sorted the whole stream? I actually, the title is completely wrong. But actually, not really, because it was meant to be therapeutic because we were going to remake everything. Back to discounted price, so maybe X or the price of... Yeah, could try to do something like that. There's a lot of different options. Great, 1 deep slate gold ore. Fantastic. How long is the Bannerful store open? It's closed, my guy. I'm sorry. There were a lot of posts about it closing. Oh, all the gold was used up in making the powered rails. I just don't have any left. I thought we got some extra from our mining expedition the other day. Am I going crazy? Oh, grab that. Great. Now, the second question. Why was I getting gold? Oh, golden apples, yeah. I have enough for 1. Which one do I like more? Jealous of this year's TwitchCon. So many stalls on Farco with everyone and tons of Minecraft. There's a lot of Minecraft stuff. It looks like they're bringing back some kind of Minecon related thing with like the mine arena or like it's wild. I'm excited for TwitchCon. Excited to do a lot of photos in front of the cool stuff. I think I prefer you. I use you more. You're gonna have to just wait, my guy. Minecraft theme park, very cool, very sick. I like that a lot as well, yeah. So, what we need is books, which we have, which we then hold this in our offhand, and then we do this. Oh, I did not mean to do that. There, and then we repair it like that. There we go, and then we go back to here. Okay, cool. And we did all of that so we could repair our shovel by a little bit. This looks kind of cool, all being grey like this. Hopefully we have some resources. A little bit. Stack of this, stack of this. That's a light grey shulker box. That's not what I'm after. Man, I didn't realize concrete was so expensive. I remember it being like easier to get. Just before or after TwitchCon. Oh, sick. Doing it just before would be a wild move. Obviously, you know, do whatever you like. You're an adult. I'd be worried about it being ouchy while at TwitchCon. But you're probably made of sterner stuff than I am. At least you're getting back the sand for the concrete. Yeah. A small win. I didn't think that the squid were going to be the bottleneck for this. Boop, 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 boop. True, especially because I'm cosplaying. I think with the stress of everything happening, you got like selling stuff to worry about. You got the cosplay. I think it may be a wise move. Obviously, again, entirely your decision to have it happen after. Having to balance that as well as cleaning and not bumping what is a very new wound. Boop. Boop, boop. I just want to push what we've got a little bit further, because if I do, that will be like, we'll be done. TwitchCon celebration. Yeah, there you go. I think we're almost there. And you know what we could do? I think we have enough, but just in case, we can start putting down the gravel and the stone, because as we do that, we will reclaim stacks of light gray concrete powder. And it was awful. Go away. Yeah, no thanks. Oops. Go. Oh my gosh, I think we're gonna have enough. Okay. Plan B. Grab a bunch of gravel. Woo! Okay, we take this and we get to work adding the gravel back in. Every version of you for the past X years is immortalized. So I think this is going to be... I don't find it too weird. I think it will be weird when I am 50. I think I will look back and be like, I can see every major milestone that happened in my life, me talking about it. I can get a general barometer of how I was feeling on any given day. When you're a streamer, more so than when you're a YouTuber, there is just the sense that you are keeping what is probably one of the biggest databases that exists for humans. Like, I don't think there's another job where you so seamlessly and consistently catalog your emotions and responses to things like a streamer would. And while there are a lot of streamers out there, I think the ratio of streamers to the general population is obviously infinitesimally small. And then the number of streamers who actually do go on to stream full time for as long as we do is even smaller a percentage. So it's going to be very odd. And who saved the VODs as well. Yeah, even then, like, streaming is one thing, but actually, like, going through the effort of cataloging and saving the VODs and putting them somewhere. So you're taking the general population, and then you're taking what is probably like 0.1% of them actually stream. Even less. However many streamers. I think there's like however many, like 30,000 new partners every year or something like that. And then how many of them save the VODs? And then how many of them do it for longer than 5 years? I went back in the VODs and little me was literally there yapping. Yeah, and I imagine that's strange for you guys as well, that you've got like a piece of yourself in this media. That you can like go back on and see you talking about like doing your A-levels or that kind of thing, getting a new job. Very peculiar. It's going to be super surreal. If I ever have kids, to be like, hey, do you want to see what dad looked like when he was like 10 years older than you are right now or something? I fear this is day one. Hey, it starts now. Boop. Not the pog. Oh, yo, yeah, I can be like, okay, so this was something. If it was this was poggers is what this was. From when I first started chatting, because I remember some messages I typed out but didn't send. That's cool. All right, we're kind of cleaning up a little bit here. Let's grab some stone and gravel and just keep mixing. Do not do that again. Oh, that's pog. That's poggers. That's not poggers. 7 reasons why I should be your favorite comfort streamer. Number 1. Our chat gets pretty crazy. Number 2. I'm pretty good at video games, and then it cuts to me getting killed by a creeper or something. And I'm like, what just happened? Number 3, I'm low-key Skrunkle. I'm taking passive damage. What did August say? It's funny for me to think that specifically my time living in the city is documented VOD since I started chatting like a couple weeks before moving. That's crazy. What did August say? I'm trying to... Wait. I can't find it. They're gone. They're gone. I'm cringing so bad. No, don't worry. Me too. Me too. It's horrible. Reason number 5. It is my... I don't know. I ran out. This sucks so much. Hello? Your maid fit outfit is still out there. Yeah, we don't need to talk about it. Choices were made. I think I was watching this this like sort of podcast, not really, talk show called Side Talk. The first episode was with the mayor of New York City. Well, I'm a big fan of the mayor of New York City, in case you don't know. Big fanboy of him. And they were sharing photos of him in, I think, in his like 20s, where he's recording this like rap video with his friends, and he's like shirtless but just has like an apron on as well, and is like clearly flexing. And for a mayor, I was like, this has got to be the most embarrassing thing to exist. Bro, he owned it. He was like, sick photo. Yeah, this is awesome. And I was like, dang, you know what? Things get substantially less awkward if you just own them. Yeah, I took those photos and I made dress, and I look good doing it. Aesthetically, they're really nice photos. The lighting's really good. I've got clear skin. Overall, just I look good in them. So I'm able to kind of like move past that a little. What if your wife takes them? That complicates things a little. It was for charity. I believe it also was for charity, which gives me a lot of immunity as well. People can't call me a weirdo because it's like, bro, it's a charity. Come on, man. The internet is a constantly evolving and shifting place. What was cool a year ago is not cool now. Language is constantly evolving. You're cringing at poggers now, but something you're saying right now, the whole like Chud King situation is going to seem like really like, oh, like language is constantly being left behind. Reason number 6 why I should be your comfort streamer. Oh. Reason number 6 and 7 for why I should be your comfort streamer. I'm gonna burn you. It's crazy. You can't say that. Let's push it. Let's do this. Let's have a little bit more dithering. I forgot that we had andesite. Andesite is just a choice that we can make. Just remember, chat, andesite is a choice you can make. Low genuinely is kind of fire. Right now, give it 7 months, it'll be the most embarrassing thing in the world. No language is safe from this. The great equalizer of time will make everything you've ever said cringe eventually. What's low genuinely? It's like low-key genuinely. How's food looking? Tasty. Those pictures, can't wait. It's outside. No, I'm kidding. It's not here. It's not for a while. The XP bar. No, low genuinely is like, it's funny because it's like, it kind of just happens neatly. Low-key, in the way it's used now, will be obsolete so soon, I'm betting. Probably. Probably. It still hurts to see. No, no doubt. One that survives the test of time and always infects me whenever I talk to Shay. Akko. Akko for the past 4 years has always said, oh, true. Like, I'll be like, oh, we just haven't had time to like book, like plan the honeymoon yet. And he'll go, true. And I'm like, I know it's true, Shay. I'm saying it. And every time I hang out with him, even just for a little bit of time, it worms its way into my lexicon. And he still does it. I thought that he would have moved on by now, but no, he's still going strong with it. And fair enough. I think we're done, by the way. Which is perfect timing. Beach! You can barely tell in this light. It looks just like a normal beach. Let's quickly just take a little sleep on the seabed. It never gets cringe. It's truly it's the test of time. But I think because only he used it, if other people used it, it wouldn't really work. I think it adds a really nice softness to the surrounding area. I think it helps define this area as different from that area over there. I think it gives purpose to a lot of what we're looking at. And I think it blends in nicely with a lot of the grays that we're already working with shaders. Oh, sure. Oh, sure. Why not? Let me just do a quick flyby. Oh, the Elytra has seen better days. So technically, we need to do that little patch, which I'll probably just have be grass. This also needs to be all of that. I don't think it travels too far. I think if I was going to be truthful about all of this, I would need to... What about over here? Oh, nice. No, okay, that's none. Good. If I'm going to be truthful about all this, I need to have it not only be here, but it also needs to be this bit as well. When was that test? In 9 minutes. Wait, I can't do shaders. I'm stupid. We're in a new version and I haven't upgraded yet. Sorry. So I need to put like stone and stuff in there in order for it to be like proper. But while all of this has been sorting, we have been near it doing work. So we have done a good use of our time. It's still chugging away. A part of me wonders, I think it was probably out of render distance, most likely. Or maybe it really was just that full. But it's still chugging away at all of the different things. Hey guys, how's it going? Uh-oh, are we out of... Oh, we're getting close to the end now. We're eventually going to reach this big chest, which I need to then feed in somewhere else. Anyway, that's for another day. I will be live tomorrow. We will be doing some hardcore. I appreciate you being here. I will try to come up with some kind of fun, silly gimmick to make the chess organization a little more interesting. We are going to raid into someone. Hello, past me. Katie's playing Five Nights at Freddy's? What? Oh, yeah. Oh, this is amazing. Incredible. Go, 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 go. I'll see you all really, really soon. Bye, 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 bye.